All right, welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about books that I would actually fight somebody over. Top fantasy books that I'm not playing about, I'm not giving up on. These are everything. And if you've read these and you don't agree, that's okay, that's cool. That's fine. I don't mind. These are mine. All right. So let's get into it. All right, book number one is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you already know I put this on a lot of lists and I don't mind. I don't care. I'm going to keep putting it because this is literally one of my favorite duologies. Six of Crows, Chef's Kiss. It's so good. And if you talk about Kaz is literally my ace. I just love him. He is a brilliant mind and he has such a soft spot, but lives in the harshest world ever. So if you say that this book is boring, we fighting. If you say that you got a problem with Kaz or you don't care for him, we fighting. Let's go. Hands are being thrown. That's it. And I hope Kaz robs you. All right, number two is A Darker Shade of Magic. Yes, the series by V.E. Schwab. Now, another person, if you know me, you know that V.E. Schwab is one of my favorite authors. I try to read all of her books, and I just love this series. It is a bit of a slow burn. It is not super romantic. It's a lot more like adventure, but just imagine four different Londons, four different realms of London, and you have to pass through each one to get to the next. If you're trying to get to London 3, you have to pass through London 2 if you're in London 1. It's literally layers, dimensional kind of stuff going on, but magic. And then a magical coat. I love that magical coat. Oh my God. Kel and Leela, they're my favorite. They're my favorite. Powerful, someone coming into power and someone that's always had power. And how they just deal with the magic. V. Schwab just killed this book. I love this book. And if you haven't read this book, you need to get into it. And take your time. It's not a rush. Just read it when you can, and you'll feel that building up. The world building in this book is so good. And it's so interesting because it's just one city, but four different elements of the city or four different planes of the city. I don't know how to explain that, but it's not even a big, huge world. They stay in London, but the world building is immaculate. And I just forever V. Schwab. All right. I'm going to say The Raven Cycle. The reason why I'm going to fight you over this one is because I love a squad. I love a squad, and then a magical squad who doesn't understand or know their powers, but they know that they have just something different about them. And there's the leader. He used to eat mint in the book. He would just always be chewing on mint. And I started trying to do that. Don't tell me. I started trying to do that. Of course, it didn't go as well. I just ended up sticking to mint tea while I would read now. But that's how much I was in love. I didn't finish the entire series. I didn't read the spinoff, which is, I believe, Call Down the Hawk. I do need to get into that one. So, oh my God. Sometimes I don't even let myself finish reading an entire series because I need something for later. It's so hard to find a really good series and a really good book that I sometimes just be like, I'm going to stop right here. I actually did that with Game of Thrones. I didn't watch the last episode of the last season for years. I was like, I'm just going to leave it right there. And it kind of sucked that everybody was so disappointed with it because I was a little disappointed, but because I waited, I wasn't that disappointed, I guess. You should try it. All right, number 4. It's getting repetitive. I don't care. V.E. Schwab, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. The reason why I have to put this book on this list is because I'm still thinking about the book. Years later, I randomly have these thoughts about this girl, about what happened to her. And just the fact that you get to live forever but nobody remembers you. Come on. It's weird because I feel like vampires want the opposite. They don't want people to remember them. They want to be able to not have to move around all the time, whatever. But in this situation, she literally wanted somebody to remember her and they're not able to remember her. And it's just so sad. But it's heartbreaking, but you just fall even more in love. And I definitely, she said it's standalone. I think everybody says it's a standalone book, but I feel like there's going to be another book. And I know in my heart she's not going to leave us hanging like this because I need her. I need you, Addie. and the ACOTAR series. Now, this is the most hyped fantasy book after Harry Potter, like that I've ever seen. Like, I don't think anybody other book has been this hyped. I'm Lord of the Rings, but because it was like I feel like in my generation after Harry Potter, ACOTAR and A Court of Thorn and Roses was just so well written. I feel like she's a wonderful writer and she ended up writing for us fantasy lovers, and I appreciate it so much. Like sometimes get one part of the whole. So you'll get great characters, but not great world building. You'll get great world building, great magic, but the characters kind of fall flat. And with her, I felt like it just all encompassed everything. It was 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20. I felt connected to the characters. I loved all the dynamic characters, like even Serial. Like who loved the Serial? Like I was. And the thing is ugly. It's an ugly little creature, and you still have all this sympathy in your heart for her. Like, come. Do you think the Serial is a guy or a woman? Like, I kind of wondering, like, how do you guys picture the Serial? I want to know. All right, so these books basically built my book identity in a way. After reading all the books that I've read, and these really just come to mind every single time, especially for a recommendation, and especially when somebody has something bad to say, and I'm like, look, just don't talk about them like that. Like, you don't have to say nothing. Like, just you don't have anything good to say, don't say nothing at all. That's how I felt, literally, about my books. Okay. Well, you guys, bye, book besties. See you soon.